How's everyone feeling?
Peaceful.
So welcome to our Father's Day celebration. We'll be going home after this and making brunch for Audubon and my father and his father, and spending the day just celebrating being together. So I hope you have some wonderful plans. If your father is with you here physically, I hope you have a lovely time with him. If he is not in the area, that you've sent him good wish and love. And if he has already crossed over, that you connect with him on the other side and feel his presence. So Felise is going to talk to us about bringing in our team today. And you have a spirit team, your guardian angels and your guides. It can be a small team. It can be a medium-sized team. If you're going through a challenging period in your life, you could have an enormous team. You could have hundreds of angels around you. They come and go based on the time of your life and how many of them you've asked to be called in. My topic today, after Felise shares with us her ideas and thoughts, will be on the family connection. And you hear me talk every week about how incredibly psychic we are, and the levels of participation and the emotions that we have, and whether we have creative aspects of our thoughts, whether they're neutral, whether they're in contradiction. And although these emotions and these thoughts and feelings that we have permeate everybody that is around us, the family connections are even stronger because we live with each other, because we've been raised by each other, because we share DNA, and because we have such an impact on each other. So everything that you've been hearing me talk about in the last couple of weeks, we're going to bring it down to even finer tuning of how much we are personally defined by our family relationships. And that's a perfect topic for Father's Day. I wasn't here for Mother's Day, so I'm going to pick it up on the male end of the energy. So I would like to have Felise go ahead and talk to us about her topic.
Well, thank you for the lovely introduction. And yes, I don't need to introduce myself because Danielle did such a great job. Today I'm going to talk about a little bit about channeling. Channeling your spiritual support team, which is your angels, spirit guides, and ascended masters. As Danielle said, we all have this spiritual support team with us. You all have guardian angels that are with you. Everybody know that? Everybody believe that? Anyone ever had an experience, angel experience? I know a lot of people have, and they get a little shy about admitting it, but a lot of people tell me oftentimes, can I tell you an experience that I had? So we all have this support around us. Channeling, a lot of times people hear the word channeling and they think, they get a little weird vibe like seance or voodoo or some kind of paranormal, otherworldly kind of thing. Channeling is simply, it's a very natural skill. It's a skill that anyone can do, anyone can channel. We all have the ability to do this, and it's simply opening up to that higher consciousness, that spiritual support team that's around all of us, and receiving guidance. We all have the ability to do this. There's nothing weird about it. It's not just psychics that you meet at a fair that can do this. So if anyone tries to convince you that they have special skills and they're different and, only certain people can channel, it's not true. You can all do this. This is a lot of what I teach in my workshops. And there's a reason for this. There's a reason why I think personally it's important to learn how to channel your angels and spirit guides. Because we live in a time it's very chaotic. We're influenced by a lot of different things in the media. As we get older, we sort of lose touch with that innate intuitive sense that we've been born with. Has anyone ever noticed that children are much more intuitive and much more receptive to spiritual experiences? We sort of lose touch with that because we're so bombarded by everything around us. So getting back in touch with that spiritual support that we're born with, that's innate to us, I think is a very, very valuable life skill. I started taking classes in metaphysics about 15 years ago from some very wonderful mentors and teachers, Doreen Virtue being one of them, Janice Hayes, who's now in Delphi University in Georgia. And one of the things that I learned during these classes is that when I opened up to this spiritual support system, that whenever I asked a question, I always received an answer. When I asked for a teacher or a guide to come into my life, someone always showed up. When I asked for direction or for an open door, something always happened. So 100% of the time that I asked for guidance or assistance, 100% of the time I got an answer and I got a response. But it was only because I asked. There's a universal law, a karmic law, that they can't intervene in our lives unless we ask for support. And the reason for that is free will. You all have free will. You were born with free will so that your soul can progress in life. As you're here on earth, you're making choices all the time. There's no set fate that you come here with. There are people that come into your life, or there are experiences that are come into your life that I think are predestined, but you always have free will to direct the course of your life. So your angels, your spirit guides, and your ascended masters are not going to intervene unless you ask for assistance. Okay? So we need to ask. So when we're opening up to this vibrational frequency, what we're basically doing is we are increasing our vibrational frequency. We, as human beings, we're dense in matter, right? We're organic. So we vibrate at a much lower frequency than say an angel or a spirit guide or an ascended master. They vibrate at a much higher frequency. So we need to raise our vibrational frequency and they lower theirs. And that's how the connection occurs. That's how we're able to make contact and communicate with this higher vibrational frequency, with these angels and spirit guides. And I'm going to talk a little bit about the differences between the angels, spirit guides, and ascended masters. Angels basically have, for the most part, not incarnated in a human body other than, I guess, Metatron, they say was at one point a man.
And Sandalphon.
Okay, yes.
Two, just the two.
But for the most part, angels are thought forms from God, messengers of higher consciousness. Angels appear in the three main religions of man: Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. So going back centuries, millennia, angels have constantly been referred to as messengers in contacts from God or from higher consciousness, depending on your belief system. So angels have always been in our history, essentially as thought forms and messengers. Spirit guides mainly have had a life here on earth and have passed on to the other side. Now, a spirit guide could be a deceased loved one. A lot of people have a connection with, say, a grandparent that has passed over, or an aunt, or someone that they knew in this lifetime that they feel they receive messages from. A spirit guide can be someone that you've never met in this lifetime, a Native American, someone who has lived a life here, who has passed on to the other side, and is balancing out their karma by assisting you. So in the other realms where spirit guides are in the higher vibrational frequencies, oftentimes they have karma. They have karma to work out. So they're assigned people here on earth to provide guidance for. And they come and go. Angels are with you all the time. You have angels that are assigned to you. They're always with you. But spirit guides tend to come and go. They're balancing out their karma, and they're offering assistance to you when you're asking for it, if it's something that they can assist you with. An ascended master, I'm going to give you my definition of an ascended master, is a master, teacher, or healer who has lived here on earth and left a vibrational imprint that has caused a ripple effect that has stayed on and lived through centuries. Can anyone think of an ascended master? Yogananda. Yogananda? How about Jesus Christ? Any Christians? Moses. Kuan Yin. The Virgin Mary. So an ascended master is, again, I believe it's somebody who has left a ripple effect that has a presence